Welcome to Collecting Chaos. It's time for the Eternal Mylite project. I have another stack of comics to show you. A few more than 30. I've just figured I'd show what I have here. I just grabbed a stack, figured I'd show it. So I'm going to go wash my hands, then we'll get started. Let's get started. We'll make sure we got this in a somewhat decent focus here. Might zoom in just a teeny bit. There we go. I'm going to start off with a copy of A Clown with a Gun. Unfortunately, this got water damaged. It was soaked. As a matter of fact, some of the pages stuck to the front page and the back page stuck to the cover. But if you ever get a chance to pick it up, it's kind of an interesting book. It's not really a comic. It is, but it isn't. It's not done in a traditional way. But I enjoyed it when it came out in 1991. And I might give this a press and see if I can't get some of the wrinkles out of it. A Clown with a Gun. If you ever get a chance to pick one up, it might cost you $1 or $2. It's not going to be real expensive, so probably costs less than what it did originally. And I have from Area Press, A Distant Soil. Now I don't know if this is a first print or not. I don't think it is. It's a fourth printing, and for a independent to go into a fourth printing, that was something back in the 90s. So this was printed October 1995, originally published in 1991. So yeah, that's a fourth print. I'd like to get a first print someday, but it's not something high on my list of comics to collect. I would like to get a whole run of it eventually. It's A Distant Soil number 3. I don't have a copy of number 2. And this is a second printing. Even if I get first prints, I'll probably keep the other prints. This is number 4. And this is a first print. So this was my first print. I guess when I picked up number 4, that's when I started. But take a look at some of this artwork. It's pretty nice. Colleen Duran did it, and she's not bad. Not a bad story at all. At least the parts of it I've read. There's a copy of number 5. Again, first printing. Interesting thing, now, of course, they short print the first run, and if it's successful, then they print more, but they print less of the second run, and then less of the third run, and now people consider the later printings more valuable because they're harder to get and they're a smaller print run. In this time frame, the first printings were usually a smaller run because they didn't know how many people were going to like it. Then a second or third or fourth printing might be a little bit larger. So those might be easier to come by. I know there's definitely more of the second, third, and fourth prints of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles number 1 than there is of the first prints. Here's number 11. Like I said, if you get a chance to pick some of these up, you might consider it. Sure, it's a black and white comic. A lot of people aren't into that, but I mean, Colleen Duran is an amazing artist and worth picking up, This is a sketchbook. And then I skipped to number 23. she went from self-publishing to having Image publisher stuff. And again, it looks like good stuff. This one was published in February '98. And number 24. So these are going to stay in my collection, and eventually I'll fill it out. I'm not in a big hurry, but you know, when I see them, I grab them. All New Exiles number 10. I don't have the first 9, or at least I don't think I do. I don't know. I've been buying up the Malibu Ultraverse stuff lately, so I might have them and just not know it. There's number 11. And Exiles Infinity, the all-new Exiles Infinity. This was September 1995. Still owned by Malibu at that time. It hadn't yet sold out to Marvel Comics. Then from Wizard, I have a sneak preview of America's Best Comics. And America's Best Comics is another series I'd like to get a nice run of. They've got a couple of, yeah, I like that. I have Anarchy number 5. Some Breyfogle art. If you like Breyfogle, this is a good one to look for. Anarchy wasn't a bad comic, but I'm just not into it. I'll probably offer this one up for sale, which is why I stuck it over there. It's Anarchy number 6. Again, I'll probably offer this one up for sale. More Breyfogle art. Breyfogle is a good artist. I mean, I think he's an underrated artist. Norm Breyfogle. Yeah, he's an underrated artist, in my opinion. Then we have Anima number 1. Anima number 14, and I have 2 copies of that, so I'll probably... They look like they're in about the same condition. So I'll just offer one of those up for sale as well. And Authority number 4. I do have Authority number 1 somewhere. I have no idea where it is, but I do know I have it. I'm missing a lot of issues. I'd like to have a full run of this one also. So it's going over here with the stuff I plan to keep. There's a number 5, and I have 2 copies of that. I believe that one looks a little bit nicer, so I'm going to keep that one and offer that one up for sale. There's a copy there. There's number 8. And number 11. There's a copy of Azrael number 8. That's a comic I don't collect. The only reason I might want to keep it is because Dennis O'Neil wrote it. But yeah, at this time I don't collect it, so if I ever do decide to collect it, then I'll go back and start buying them up. In the meantime, I think I'm just going to sell them off. I can't keep everything. I can't collect everything. I just don't have the room. Here's number 18. Number 22. Number 28. That's kind of a cool cover. Number 33. Number 38. O'Neill, Robinson, and Pascoe. Azrael created by Dennis O'Neill and Joe Quesada. The Return of Bane. And number 40, which is what Cataclysm tie-in. Like I said, all these Azraels, I'm just going to go ahead and sell them off. I don't care about them. Not at this time, anyway. And there might be a day in the future that I might decide to collect them. Probably if I decide to start collecting the Bat family, then I'll go ahead and start collecting Azrael as well. Azrael number 41. And Azrael number 1,000,000. Now, surprisingly enough, I'm going to go ahead and keep this because I want to have the whole 1,000,000 story arc. In the 853rd century, exactly 1,000,000 months after the dawn of superheroes, humanity prospers in a utopian society beyond our imagining. From the data foundries of the planet Mercury to the floating coral cities of Neptune, the great legacy of superheroes lives on. People throughout the system wear and trade totemic power icons, heroic insignias that temporarily grant the wearer metahuman powers. But though ordinary citizens play at crime fighting, the true champions of the age are Justice Legion A, whose membership includes futuristic versions of Superman, Starman, Batman, Wonder Woman, Aquaman, Flash, and Hourman. And the roster of champions does not end there. From the intergalactic Thanagarian Hawk Police to the feral Green Arrow tribe of Earth's pristine forest, the torch of heroism has been handed down through the centuries. But even in the platinum age of heroes, there are still those who seek to create the ultimate servitor of justice. And here's a copy of Aztec the Ultimate Man, number 9, another comic that I just don't care to collect. So there you go. That's today's selection. About half of, looks like about half of them I'm going to offer up for sale. Well, no, maybe a third of them I'm going to offer up for sale, and the other ones I'm going to keep. A third to maybe a little over a third. So, like I said, there you go. That's the comics. Maybe you saw something you've never seen before. Maybe you saw something you're going to like. I don't know if I'm going to have a claim sale between now and the first time we do another auction. I don't think we're going to do an auction this week. That could change. We'll see what happens. And in the meantime, make sure before you handle your comics, do what I did. Wash your hands. It's good for your comics. Good for your health. And now that I've handled all these comics, I'm probably going to go wash my hands again because I'm a little hungry and I want to eat something. And got to wash your hands before you eat because it's good for your health. So, we'll see you next video. Wait, no, something else. See you tonight on Patrick Murphy's channel.